Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for your late Saturday night video right here on the Peter Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button in my pants down below in the description box below. And don't forget to smack that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And share the video all over the goddamn place. And that's pretty much it. Alright, on this late Saturday night, December the 10th, 2022, or if you're watching on the replay, December the 11th, 2022, we are 2 weeks away from Christmas and the greatest day in the world. Well, as of this recording, 14 days! Actually, well, 13 days. 13 days away from the greatest day in the world. And that's pretty much it. And then 3 weeks away from today, this recording, 3 weeks away, well, really 3 weeks from yesterday. So 20 days away from the end of the year. So the end of the year is fast approaching, guys. And get your Christmas shopping done quickly. And because you only got 13 days left. So get it done now. And that's it. Alright, not dilly-dallying. Check out TSL 49, my Ring of Honor predictions, down below in the description box below. You can also watch episode 48 of The Shadow's Lair with my NXT Deadline predictions. And I would be doing Deadline tomorrow, hopefully along with SmackDown and Rampage. So you get a trifecta tomorrow. But I'm going to try to get Deadline up before the Niners game, because they're playing Brady tomorrow. Ugh, that's going to be a tough game. And even on this Thursday night in Seattle. Oof. Without Garoppolo, I don't know. But I have faith in you, Brock Purdy. But we'll see what happens with the Niners. They have a one-game lead. That could all evaporate in the span of 2 games. But we'll see what happens with that. So I will get my SmackDown and Rampage reviews up probably late tomorrow night. So stay tuned. Anyway, as of this video, as the title below says, it is time for your late night Final Battle 2022 review from Arlington, Texas. Should have been in New York City because there's basically like 1,500 to maybe 2,000 people there. Lot of empty seats on the hard camera side. But anyway, this pay-per-view was okay-ish. It wasn't great, but kind of lackluster for Ring of Honor. One great match, that double dog collar tag title match between FTR and the Briscoe brothers, them boys. That was fabulous. Fabulous, epic, whatever you want to call it, match. Probably match of the year. But there's a lot of matches we had this year that could top that. But I think this one tops them all. That's just my opinion. But it is what it is. Alright, so let's get to it. Let's not waste any time. This is my third take, so let's get to it. Alright, so we started off with the pre-show at 3 p.m. So we had Mascara Dorada taking on Jeff Cobb of United Empire. Both members of New Japan Strong. We got the Code of Honor to start. But in the end, Jeff Cobb beats Mascara Dorada to bits. Hits the Tour of the Islands. 1, 2, 3, bing, bang, boom, goodbye, Mascara Dorada. And that's pretty much it. So we get that. Alright, then on match number 2, we had Parker and Matt Maynard, or 2.0, part of the Jericho Appreciation Society. They take on the Shinobi Shadow Squad of Cheeseburger and Eli Isom. Really nothing to see here. Maynard and Parker get the win off a double DDT on Eli Isom, and they get the win, and that's pretty much it. And we move on from there. Time to match 6 minutes. For the Jeff Cobb match was almost 7 minutes. So there you go. All right, match number 3 on the pre-show. Willow Nightingale defeated Trish Adora with the Doctor Bomb after hitting the pouch. Period. So Willow Nightingale gets another big win. She's on a roll right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the future she might get a Women of Honor, women's title match in her future for Ring of Honor purposes, but we'll see. So we get that. Match time 6:16. So we got that. So pretty good match. Both women fabulous in the ring. Trish Adora is just amazing in the ring, if you haven't seen her before. Now you do see her. Alright, then your basically main event of the pre-show, we had the Kingdom. I'm Matt Taven and Mike Bennett with his wife, Maria Kanellis, the so-called First Lady of Wrestling, but we all know who that is, Miss Elizabeth. They take on Dante and Darius Martin of Top Flight. Pretty good match to end the pre-show. Lots of flippy-dippity-doos by both teams. Maria didn't really do much, just look good. But in the end, Darius has Bennett in a powerbomb position, and Dante comes off the top rope with a beautiful moonsault on the way down. That was pretty good. Powerbomb moonsault combination. I don't know what they call that, but it was pretty damn good. 1, 2, 3. They get the shocking win over the Kingdom. And that's pretty much it. So that ends the pre-show, and time to match. This was the longest match of the pre-show. 11 minutes, 18 seconds. And then we get that. Alright, then we begin the main show. We have Ian Rick of Boring and the Pastor, Caprice Coleman, at ringside. And later on, we're going to find out the future of Ring of Honor from Tony Khan. But I'll tell you right now, Ring of Honor is still going to be around. They have a partnership with New Japan. So the New Japan's working with them. Mr. Obari's worked with Tony to have them on the program a little bit more, well, a little bit less on Dynamite and Rampage, but more when Ring of Honor TV starts, which will be next year. The only thing Tony Khan said, basically said, he was like going around in circles a little bit. Then he mentioned that Honor Club is being rebooted, and Ring of Honor is going to be part of Warner Brothers Discovery. No, I believe I don't think they're gonna be on a channel. Obviously, I don't know. I think we're gonna find out after January 11th. That's what Tony Khan said. That we'll find out more about the Ring of Honor TV deal, whether it be on TBS or TNT or maybe on Discovery Plus. That's a streaming service. So if you don't have it, you have to buy it. I get it for free. Not that I'm going to watch Ring of Honor much, but, well, it is what it is. I might do, in the future, Ring of Honor TV. I might bring back Ring of Honor TV reviews if you guys want me to, but if not, then I won't do it. Let me get that. So, Ring of Honor is coming back to television, or at least streaming, in March. But Tony Khan did say, like I said, he will reevaluate the Ring of Honor TV deal after January the 11th, because he wants to focus on AEW right now with Winter is Coming this Wednesday night, and then the Christmas show the week after that, New Year's Smash after that, then New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestle Kingdom. Wants to get that out of the way because people are going to be there, like FTR is going to be there defending the IWGP tag belts. Kenny's going to be there, the Bucks are going to be there, the Good Brothers are going to be there, obviously. So he wants to focus on that. Also focus on the Seattle debut on January the 4th, which is supposedly going to be a big show, he says. And then the week after that at the Kia Forum in LA, which could be the debut of a person named Sasha Banks, Mercedes Varnado, or Naomi. But we'll see. And then the week after that, I think Tony said that he will talk more about the Ring of Honor TV situation. So I'm gonna have to wait about a month or so, about four weeks, about maybe more than 4 to 6 weeks. We'll find out more about the Ring of Honor TV deal. But they are going to be part of Warner Brothers Discovery, so that's pretty damn good. Now, if they put on a channel that we can all get, that'd be nice. But if they put it on Warner Discovery Plus, you're going to have to shelling out about $10 a month. Just like Peacock. But it is what it is. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so we start the pay-per-view off with our first match. Blake Christensen and AR Fox taking on Bruce and Jalistico with Jose Jalapeno on a stick. At ringside, along with Preston Vance. Pretty pretty good match, good flippy dippity do match. In the end, we had a botched pin by the stupid referee Mike Posey. You fucking mark, you fucking idiot. Aero Fox comes off the top rope after he hits the springboard Spanish fly. Billy Christensen then hits a modified Canadian Destroyer on Jalistico, and then Aero Fox comes off the top rope with a 450, and then Posey goes 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, and then we see I think Jalistico's shoulder go up, or he kicked out, and supposedly there was a 3 count. So a little bit of a botch pin by Mr. Mike Posey, and this happened a couple times during the night. Not by Mike, but I think it was by Paul Turner as well. But still, it is what it is. Mike was not great. The finish stunk. So I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. So I don't know if Mike Posey messed up or one of the wrestlers messed up. I don't know. But I think Mike Posey, you're about to get fired. Well, that's just me. Tony, if you need a referee, hit me up. That's it. Alright, match number 2 for the women's title. We have Mercedes Martinez and Athena. Athena coming out in booty, showing a lot of booty. She didn't want to do that because she doesn't want to be like Mandy Rose and showing a lot of skin and boobs and shit. But, yeah, she came out with showing a lot of booty. And, that's all I gotta say about that. Pretty good back and forth match. Not as great as the matches in Shimmer, but in the end, Athena took the turnbuckle pad off to expose the turnbuckle. She sends Mercedes back first into said turnbuckle behind the referee's back, and then she hits the O-face. 1, 2, 3. We have a new women's champion in Athena, and most of the belts changed hands tonight, except for the TV title. So, we get that. But congratulations to Athena, her first major championship since holding the NXT Women's Championship. Long time ago. But we'll see what happens with Athena as we roll on. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright. Match number 3. No. Wait, hold on. I messed up. 1, 2... Yeah, match number 3. I was right. We got Swerve in the Glory. That guy's cousin, Swerve Strickland, and Keith Lee taking on Shane Taylor Productions, Shane Taylor, and J.D. Griffey. Pretty decent match. For what it was. And in the end, Swerve and Keith Lee had a miscommunication, and Swerve's like, "Bye, I don't need you anymore. I'm out of here." So they go Swerve's heel turn, and then Shane Taylor and J.D. Griffey picked the bones of Keith Lee, but eventually an errant kick from Griffey knocked Shane Taylor out, and then Keith Lee takes him out. I think with the either the Big Bang Catastrophe or the Spirit Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee and Swerve get the win, but basically Keith Lee did it all himself, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave that I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens with Keith Lee and Swerve probably this Wednesday night on the program from wherever. From Garland, Texas, the winter is coming. We'll see what happens with that this Wednesday night on the program. But still, a pretty decent match. And we're good on that. Alright. So, not a great match. First 4 matches were kind of... But then it started getting a little bit better. I mean, the tag title match was pretty good. The women's match was okay. Not great, but really, this pay-per-view was kind of lackluster, like I said. Probably one of the... Not the worst final battle, because I think every final battle that I've been to since 2008 has been pretty damn good. Even the ones that weren't in New York City, this should have been in New York City, because they sold 2,500 tickets, but like maybe at most 1,000 to maybe 2,000 people were there. Because there was a lot of empty seats on the hard camera side. Should have been in New York. You would have had a sell out there, Tony. Just saying. At the Hammerstein. But it is what it is. Alright. Match number 4 for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles. We have the Peacock, Dalton Castle, and the Tate twins. The boys. They take it on the Embassy. My good friend Prince Nana was there with Brian Cage, who came out like Mortis, paying tribute to his mentor, Chris Kanyon. Who better than Kanyon? Nobody. Nobody's better than Kanyon. But anyway, he came out with Bishop Khan, I know not Quan, and Toa Leona. So it was a pretty decent match, not great. The Tate twins and Dalton using their speed to try to confuse the Embassy a little bit. But in the end, we have new Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions in the Embassy. After Brian Cage hits the discus lariat, then the drill claw, and Dalton Castle comes in with a running bulldog, grabs a hold of Prince Nana, and then Toa takes him and Brent Tate out, and that let Brandon Tate to basically get destroyed by the Gates of Agony as they toss him into a sit-out powerbomb from Brian Cage. 1, 2, 3. We have new tag team, 6-man tag team champions. So finally, after many years, the Embassy finally get gold around their waists. That makes Prince Nana very happy. So I don't know, he just messaged me on Instagram because I wished him congratulations. We're good friends and everything. That's how I got. He basically helped me get in the door. Basically, got me in touch with Joel Maximo. The rest is history from there. But he's always been a good friend of mine, and even through the bad time that in another so-called promotion, but he helped me out with that situation. But it is what it is. But in any case, congratulations to my boy Prince Nana. I miss you, brother. I hope to see you again soon, man. Whenever you're around, but we'll set up something. That's pretty much it. All right, so the Embassy get the win. Match I gave 3 out of 5 stars, and we will move on from there. All right. After that, we go to the back with Lexi Nair interviewing Top Flight about their big win over the Kingdom on the pre-show, and then 2.0 come in. Parker and Matt Maynard come in. They start, talking trash to each other. Then they start beating each other up. That leads to them going out in the crowd and on the stage and everything. And basically, Dante hits a big dive off the stage onto everybody. So looks like they're probably gonna have a match, maybe on Rampage or Dynamite this week. We'll see. But amidst all that, Maynard and Parker get in the ring. Parker tells the fans to shut up, and basically says that makes a statement about Ring of Honor. He says it died because it was all full of flippy dippity doo guys like Top Flight. That's not even true, there, Parker. You need to do your history. Do your research next time, dude. Because Ring of Honor wasn't all about flippy dippity doo guys. Maybe you should talk to certain people like Bryan Danielson, Claudio, the Bucks, Kenny, even though they were flippity-dippity-doo guys. Really talk to guys like Kevin Steen, Jericho, Eddie Edwards, people like that. Wasn't all about flippity-dippity-doo guys. Ring of Honor was built on guys like Eddie Guerrero and Low-Key and Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Punk, Danielson, Nigel, Kenta, Morishima, Marufuji. I mean, legends in that. Chris Hero and Adam Cole, baby, the Bullet Club. Some great years. But Parker, you're saying that Ring of Honor died because of all the flippity-dippity-doo guys? No. You should have done your homework, and you didn't do it. You get an F on that little statement there, dude. basically, and he says only Chris Jericho can save Ring of Honor right now. Then Daddy Magic takes out the Jake Hager hat, and he says, "You want to know what make Daddy Magic nibbles hard? That stupid fucking Funkasaurus hat, or as I call it, the Grimace hat." But anyway, he says that Claudio would be part of a tag team with Jake Hager after tonight called Hat Trick. Nice naming something after a hockey term. Great. Anyway, then he says Wheeler Yuta is going to get choked out by Daniel Garcia. So that brings out Wheeler Yuta. So that segment I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get to match number 5 for the Pure Championship. Daniel Garcia against Wheeler Yuta. This was a pretty good match. We had Christopher Daniels, BJ Whitmer, and Jerry Lynn, all former champions, at ringside to judge if there was a draw after the time limit. They went at it right away, and Wheeler Yuta used up all his, in the first, maybe 5, almost 10 minutes, Wheeler Yuta used up all his rope breaks, like an idiot. But I don't think Garcia even used a rope break or got penalized or anything like that. But in the end, Wheeler Yuta gets the win after basically some hammer and anvil elbows, knocking Garcia out. And the referee says, "That's it. He's out. He's done. Knockout." So Wheeler Yuta wins the Pure Championship via knockout, and he is a two-time Pure Champion. And that's all I gotta say about that. Match was okay. Give it 3.25 out of 5 stars. There you go. So Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that actually gets his belt back, but he's the type of guy that ruins media scrums. Just want to point that out. If you didn't see the media scrum and how bad he was, just like, ugh. Shut up. Get to the point. The media scrum wasn't even that great, to be honest with you. It wasn't really that great. But having Samoa Joe was funny as fuck. He's like, he was being serious at one point, and he was like kind of funny. He's like, "Oh, I'm funny," And then I think they had the boys, the Briscoes on, just to talk about the tag title match, which was epic. So that's pretty damn good. So not a great media scrum, but it is what it is. Alright, so Wheeler Yuta gets the belt back in the match. Gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, he tries for a code of honor with Daniel Garcia. Garcia's smacks his hand out, so no code of honor, and he just takes the Pure title and gives it right back to him. So he is pissed. I bet you nothing you will see a third match between these two guys coming up, whenever that does happen. But we'll move on from there. Alright, let's move on. Alright, match number 6, your match of the night, ladies and gentlemen, for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, double dog collar match. FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler taking on the Briscoes, Dan Boaz, Jay and Mark. Great match. We had Paul Turner and Mike Posey as referees, just in case, because it's a double dog collar match, not a traditional dog collar match. So this match was bloody as fuck. Like I mentioned on my predictions video. Right away, Mark Briscoe was busted wide open, and then a few minutes later, Jay Briscoe got busted open really bad. I mean, he was leaking like a freaking girl on her period. Worse, he was leaking like a faucet. I don't know if he bladed wrong or wow. But yeah, and then eventually Dax and Cash got busted open a little bit, not leaking Crimson Mask-like blood, but they were busted open a little bit on the forehead and on the bridge of the nose by Dax. But lots of craziness, crazy spots galore. At one point where the Briscoes were loading up for the Doomsday Device, and Cash Wheeler yanked Mark off the top rope, and there was a bunch of chairs at ringside. He went onto that. Ow! And then we got a power driver by Dax on said chairs. Then we got a superplex by Jay On the chairs, Jay hit the J drill a couple of times. Match was fabulous. Lots of near falls, false finishes, stuff like that. And then there was like one bad part of the match where Dax goes up top, tried to wrap the chain around his head, do a diving headbutt, but he couldn't get the chain around his head, and he just like took the chain, just went, I'm like, just forget about the spot, dude. Just come off the top rope. But in any event, Jay hits the superplex on the chairs, and then Jay, after that, Jay gets an info out of that, and then Jay takes the chain, wraps it around Dax Harwood's mouth, and then Dax passed out. Dax passed out, and we have new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions for the 13th time. Now, I don't know overall, I think they're close to 20. Because 13 Ring of Honor, I believe 2-time House of Glory, 1-time Impact, that's 15. I think IWGP, I think, once. So that's 16. I think they're getting close to 20-time overall, 20-time tag team champions. They're getting really close to a certain team named the Dudleys, who have held it 28 times. But this match was so freaking good. 5 out of 5. Perfect 5. Or perfect 10. Not Ty Dillinger, you know, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. Not the perfect 10, you know what I mean, Ty Dillinger. But this was a perfect match. This has to be match of the year. If it's not, I don't know what could be. Maybe, I was thinking maybe Bryan Danielson and, well, I don't know if it was this year or early this year, in January, I think it was Bryan Danielson and Kenny. That could be top AEW match or Ring of Honor AEW match of the year, but this has to be match of the year overall. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so congratulations to the Briscoes, 13-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Great match, bloody as fuck. And then after the match, after almost a 22.5 minute match, we get the Code of Honor from both teams. The fans were going nuts. So there you go. So Briscoes are the champs. I don't know what they're gonna do with them. We're going in TV because, like, you know, well, like I said before earlier in the show, Ring of Honor is coming back to TV eventually on Warner Brothers Discovery sometime in March. Honor Club is back, is rebooted, Tony Khan said, but he's going to talk more about it after January the 11th. So, a couple more weeks away. So, about a month away from possible Ring of Honor TV deal and where they're going to end up and what day. Well, I think they're going to be on a streaming service. But we just don't know what day they would be on. You can watch Ring of Honor on Discovery Plus or whatever they're going to be on. But at least we'll get Ring of Honor next year. On a channel or on the streaming service. But that's it. I don't know if I'm going to do Ring of Honor TV reviews anymore like I used to do way back in the day. But if you guys want me to, put it down below in the comment section. Yes or no. But no, most of you will say no. But doesn't matter. You still watch my shows anyway. And we move on from there. Alright, so perfect match. There you go. Alright, got a few minutes left. Let's get to finish this off with a bang. Like a Gilmore Cutter, like bang. Alright, match number 7 for the Ring of Honor TV title. Cool down match. Samoa Joe and Juice Robinson. Pretty good match. Samoa Joe retains the title with the Muscle Buster after Juice messed up and he got crotched on the top rope. Joe picked him up, hit them, and then he picked him up and fell right back into the Muscle Buster. 1, 2, 3. We have somebody that actually retained their title. So Joe retains the TV title, and we'll see what happens with him on Dynamite this week. He still has to worry about Wardlow, so move on from there. Alright. Crowd was kind of dead for it because of the tag title match. So there's your cooldown match of the night. And we move on. Alright, then we go to your main event of the night for the Ring of Jericho title. Chris Jericho, the Ocho, the Wizard, taking on Claudio Castagnoli. Was an okay match. 2.0 come down near the end of the match. Try for a distraction. Jericho hits Claudio with the bat. Tries to get the cheap win, but Claudio kicked out at 2. Paul Turner kicked out Matt Maynard and Angelo Parker. And then Jericho tries for the code breaker. He hits that. He sets up for the Judas Effect elbow. Claudio moved out of the way. Takes Jericho down with a single leg. Then he goes right into the Swing of Doom. And he goes on for like, I think, 15, maybe almost 20 revolutions. And then Paul Turner's like, that's it. Jericho tapped out somehow on the mat. I don't know how. Oh, he did it mid-swing. I mean, how do you tap out of that? That makes no sense to me. So the finish kind of confused me. But still, in the end, Claudio Castagnoli is your two-time Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. I had a feeling he was going to win. I had a feeling because I think they're going to do, I don't know, I think they're doing something with the Blackpool Cook Club. They're going to move him over to Ring of Honor now. Not that it matters. So we get that. So the confetti goes off. Wheeler Yuta comes down to celebrate with his tag team partner, Claudio Castagnoli. And that's pretty much it. So I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. But overall, it was a pretty decent final battle. Not the best, because there's been way better final battles before. Last year, the Bucks years, the Kevin Steen years from 2008, 2009, all the way up to 2014. And then the Bucks years, 2015, 16, 17. Well, the one that were in Philly, I think it was 2015, was okay. It wasn't great. Then it came back to New York from 2016 to 2019. They were pretty damn good. And then Final Battle 2020 was okay because it was in Baltimore during the pandemic era. And then last year's was in Baltimore, which was pretty damn good with the unification match with Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham. That was pretty damn good. Good pay-per-view overall. This one was okay. So I gave it a solid 7 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the pay-per-view down below in the comment section. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and stick that thumb straight up the wazoo. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright, I got to get out of here. I'm going to sleep because I got to get up and watch some football tomorrow because it's week 14 in the NFL, the week where they play for pay. And I could do my NXT Deadline review tomorrow, along with SmackDown and Rampage. So hopefully get all that tomorrow, but we'll see what happens with that. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace, bitches.